Hello, Startup Vision. My name is Nicholas Taborisky, and I'm the CEO of Theodo in the US.
Hello, Nicholas. Thank you so much for being with us today. So Theodo is a digital product development company that has helped more than 500 companies in the last 10 years build new products, either to improve their processes or to launch new business lines. When do you enter the game? At the beginning, or when there is a new idea, or at any steps?
So usually we're brought up for the first time when the company has identified that they need to deliver a tech product and that they need to do it as soon as possible. However, our mission is to help companies build their tech assets and to give them an edge on the market using these tech assets. So the collaboration with the company start usually with the delivery of one product, but we stay in touch and we advise the company on how to create the right culture, how to use the right tools, and especially the cloud-native technologies in order to scale the products, and also how to build their own capability. So how to hire, how to retain, how to grow the team. And actually, no matter what stage the company is at, the time to market is always really, really important. And it's a key element because they have identified a problem or a new business opportunity, and they need a solution now. So maybe I can give you a few examples to make it a little bit more concrete. So in February last year, Quentin and Jose, two startup founders, they reached out to me. They just had raised a seed round and they were ready to launch their product ASAP, but they had no tech teams. So they had three options in their heads. Either Quentin, who was the CTO, the tech founder, would build the product himself. But the problem was that it would take him roughly 6 months because he had a lot of things to do. And as a solo builder, it would take him a lot of time to reach a level for the product that would be okay to release. The second option would have been to hire their own tech team. However, it takes time, roughly 2 or 3 months for a startup to hire a few engineers. And then once you have hired them, you need to train them and you need to make them up to speed so that you deliver something. So again, nothing before 6 months. And the last option was to work with us. And what we've done is to deliver something within 3 months. And in the same time, we help them hire their team, which means that at the end of the 3 months, the collaboration, they had already a tech team and a product. And the tech team was able to take over and scale the product.
Okay, so
sorry.
You operate at the heart of companies' organization, as we saw. So in technology, what is the most difficult step or the more sensitive moment for a new digital product?
I'd say it's always the moment when you release something. No matter how big or how small the company is, launching a new product is always very stressful. It's a big challenge, and you never know if it's going to work. So we give our clients a lot of tools in order to reduce or at least to lower the risk and the pressure around the release. So first off, it's like a lot of tools to make sure you understand your users' needs, their behavior and the current issues that they are facing. Second, there's a simple rule, which is the earlier you release, the less risky it is. And this is always a very big challenge, I would say, because even startup founders, they're always anxious to release a first product to the market. So they tend to try to wait as much as possible, but it's actually the opposite that they need to do. Third, we need to prototype as much as possible. And today we have a lot of no-code technologies that allow us to do that. And therefore you need to make sure that what you build is actually tried in a real context in order to see if it works or not. And then fourth, it's about using the right cloud-native technologies in order to help the product to scale once you've launched it. Because yes, the launch is a critical moment, but then the different scaling phases are also very important. And maybe one last, but not least, the culture is also key. So no matter again the size of the company, having a digital first mindset is really important. Making sure that your team knows that it's safe to fail, that we will have bugs sometimes, we will have unhappy customers sometimes, but then we react to that, and there is no shaming, but just a learning opportunity. I think this is very important.
So Theodo's model is built on the entrepreneur concept. Do you think that this is a virtuous model which should be applied more often in the startup ecosystem, and why?
I think it's an original model. So yes, I think it could be used more. So just to explain a little bit how Theodo, the group works. So we are a group of different startups, and each startups is either focused on one geographical market. So for example, the US or France, or we have also expertises in different tech areas. So for example, we have a mobile only company, we have a data company, we have also industry specialisms, we have a fintech only company. And I think what it gives us the opportunity to do is to have more ownership. Like, you know, every duo of directors of each company really own the whole journey. They own the company. They actually own a part of the company, and that I think fosters a different behavior towards the company rather than if you're just an employee.
That's very interesting, really, especially in the startup world. So let's switch to another thing, much more maybe philosophical. Are the US still leading the game in terms of tech now?
That's a big question. I mean, I'd say if you look at the cloud native technologies and like the most modern technologies, yes, they still come from US companies. So Amazon, Microsoft, Google, they are definitely leading it. But there are also a lot of innovation everywhere else. Asia, obviously, but Europe as well. And if you take a deeper look as well, and the majority of companies, you know, the large organizations or the more traditional small to medium-sized companies, I don't see really a lot of difference between the challenges that our clients are facing in the US and in Europe. Again, we're just present in Europe and in the US, so I cannot really speak about Asia or Africa, but this is my understanding. So I'd say there are still probably a lot more innovation in the tech world in the US, but I would say that the need for tech is evenly spread.
So what are, in your mind, your vision about that, what are the new or future trends in tech? What do you think? What is your vision?
So I think cloud is definitely taking a bigger and bigger space. But we have also a lot of innovation. We can see a lot of innovation in the no-code. There are a lot of tools right now that exist that allow people who have no technical skills to build platforms or applications that actually you know, work in production, can be used by real users, and it allows a lot of companies to either launch new product or build things internally. So I think this is a big trend, and that is going to impact a lot the way software is built and is also used right now. Especially recently because of you know, COVID and all the changes that it brought to our behaviors, 3D and augmented reality definitely take a bigger space. We work a lot with retail companies, and that's a topic that we that come to the conversation almost every day.
Very interesting, really. Thank you so much, Nicolas, for sharing all those thoughts about now and the future with us on Startup Vision TV. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, France, and thank you, Startup Vision.